Guys, welcome to another video. Yeah, I got some parcels just before Christmas, I guess, so that's kind of lucky. Yeah, and it came with Royal Mail, shockingly. Ordered these a few days ago, but they've come pretty quick. Air filter and an exhaust adapter. Plan is to weld that onto there, which then gives me a bigger hole here, and then I'll have another exhaust bit to weld onto this bit. Yes, my exhaust welding skills are not great, so this is going to be an interesting job. I might have to cut this off as well, but I have to line it all up first to make sure it will fit. Because the problem is the exhaust I'm going to put on, oops, if it comes out too far or too big, then the foot peg will be in the way. Oh, this is custom bike's getting a bit of a nightmare, but I should get there with the exhaust like that. It'll look semi-decent, I hope. Currently we are infected as well. I'm not sick yet, I haven't tested sick yet, but yeah, currently I'm a bit ill. Well, could be ill, I don't know. But yeah, we're infected. So yeah, that's not good. So not riding, and no bike parts to continue this build. I need the exhaust to come. Once the exhaust comes, and dig out the welder, I guess, and try to build an exhaust. Okay, well, after some DIY today. Today's like the shortest day, or one of the shortest days, isn't it? Didn't think it would come, but it came. Look at it. It looks quite good. Okay, let's fire up and see what it sounds like. Been cutting metal, so that's why I've got the goggles on. Oh no, I ain't got a kickstart on this thing. Is the kickstart going to clear the exhaust? Oh nuts! Forgot about that. Quick. No! No! Blast! Right, where's the other kickstart? No! Ah, foiled by my own. Okay. Not only does it not clear it, I can't even get the blinking kickstart on the bike. No! Oh no! I can't lower it, I can't do anything with it. Oh no, so close. Oh no. It looks so good as well. Oh. Some adjustments, as in I bent this a little bit, this bar here. The exhaust might clear. Right, let's find out. It's worse and worse all the time, so gonna have to place this camera, I think, at some point. Anyway, the lens isn't open all the way. I wasn't going for a James Bond effect, honest. Right, so what have I been doing? Well, I've custom made the exhaust, which is looking really, really nice now. So this is, it's on, it's solid. So it's a downpipe from a cub. I cut it about here. I've clamped a bit of hose to join these two. It doesn't leak. If it does leak, it won't leak a lot. It needs to go through a heat cycle properly to seal. And then that's conversion pipe to a nice big silencer. Well, this is all chrome. This is nice chrome stuff as well. It's not cheap, like the cheap exhausts over there in that pile. Some of them are cheap, nasty ones. I mean, they look good for about a year and then they start to fall apart. So this is a nice exhaust. This is the sort of thing that will last a long time. I've used the original Honda Cub mounting system, which isn't actually for this bike, for this style of bike. I know we're really off the original mark now. Yes, this exhaust sounds a bit too fruity, so I will have to repack this baffle. So I will be, well, I've actually had to drill a hole. Where have I drilled the hole? Here, drilled a little hole here, and that holds the baffle. I've tested this out, it does hold the baffle. I need to pull this baffle out again. There we go. And as you can see, it's an old baffle, which I robbed out of another exhaust another end can that someone gave me. Thanks, Ange. I didn't use the end can, but the baffles are about $12.99 on eBay, so I'd rather just take a free one. I'm going to clean this up, take this old bit of wadding off, and install a new thing. Right, this is very dirty now. You know what? I'll just put it back in there, and then I don't have to worry about tripping over it, do I? There we go. Before I continue, I will tidy up this. Actually, this is a bit messy in here. Difficult to work in a mess. But it's been so cold. It's been so cold recently. I don't want to be out here. I haven't wanted to be out here for very long. But now it's like plus 10 degrees today. Oh, so and it's not raining, so I can move the bike out, clear up this gubbins. Yeah, get it all cleared up and ship shape and ready to go. So this is why exhausts are a bit of a pain. So that's 3 different kickstarts I've tried. That one's close, but the one that's on this now is perfect. This one unfortunately doesn't work. This one doesn't stand a chance. But the exhaust that's on there now actually works. So that clears the exhaust. I can kick that free of the exhaust, no problem, every time. The next problem I've discovered is this exhaust doesn't have the stopper to stop the centre stand from coming up too far. So I'm going to have to think of a workaround for that now as well. And to take the centre stand off on this one, I believe I need to take off a lot to get the centre stand out. Don't think it comes out this way, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, and there's no split pin there either. That's good. Better put. So I just realised there's no split pin there. Just the hole. Yep, that needs a split. That needs a split pin ASAP. Whoops. Right. Have to work this out. A lot better now. Right, let's get the foot pegs on, and then we'll have to worry about the centre stand. Work out how to do that, I guess. Okay, got the foot pegs on. And just about fits. Yeah, I know it's not straight, but it doesn't really matter too much. The reason why that it's not straight is probably because it got bent in its previous life. But when you've got a side stand, then the side stand is attached to the foot pegs, so it doesn't really matter if it's bent because that is a side stand. And not Cubs have the side stand. Yeah, that's the fancy. So we're going to keep that, and these are the original, the old logo on them, so we're going to keep them. Try to keep it as original as possible, even though the exhaust is questionable, and the wiring will be questionable, and the engine is questionable. Right, now I've got to work out the centre stand problem. Centre stand. We need to stop it from swinging up too far. So I'm just trying to work out how to do it, because at the moment it can tuck right in, which is not what I want it to be. I want it to be out a bit more, so how are we going to stop it from swinging all the way up? Because if we swing it all the way up, if it swings all the way back and up, it will touch the chain on this side, from my experience anyway. So how are we going to... I can't, because normally there's a bung here on the exhaust which stops it from going back all the way. I reckon we're going to have a play and a think. Maybe one day I'll buy a bigger place that I can have an actual workbench, so I'm not like lying on the ground trying to do a fiddly job. So, bit of rubber and a Jubilee clip to hold it in place. I'll either replace this or just cut this bit off. But now that nut sits there, you see? Okay, it makes a ding noise, and it's probably not going to do the paint any good eventually. But it works. It's stopping the main stand from going back all the way, and it goes back far enough where it won't be a problem. Right, let's put the chain on. Oh, actually, hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, it won't interfere with the chain. Well then, so progress has been made today. It's all been a bit of a trial and error. So I've got the chain sprockets on, I've got the top chain guard on, I want to put the bottom one on, don't have any bolts for it. However, what I did have were some 3D printed ones, and I put it in there and forgot my own rule. Tightened up with this, went too many turns, snapped the end off. Right, so they do work, but for fairing bolts really only, and you can only do them up hand tight. I went a bit overzealous then. Whoops. So yes, I will need to, luckily, a soldering iron will make short work of that, so I can melt that out. Or it should be able to extract it very easily actually, it's plastic. But I think that's where I'm going to call it a day actually. Yeah, foot pegs are on, side stand, centre stand. Yeah, I'll come back to this another day. What slows down progress, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts for this, and then I'm going to get 3 bolts for this. I have one in there, but I'd like to have 3 matching ones, because there's my head in. I've got one with a hex, one with an Allen, and yeah, so no, and they're all different sizes. No, it all needs to be the same. I can't be bothered with this mix match thing, so I need to order 3 of them, 4 bolts for these, or I'm just going to order a pack of them or something, and then I can carry on. But yeah, it's getting there. Once all this is done, I guess it'll be tackle electrics time. That's fun, isn't it?